Hi, Ennis. You're obviously a freshman. I was wondering, you weren't going through the recruiting process that long ago. What makes Eli Drinkwitz, I guess, such a good recruiter?
What makes him a good recruiter is like he doesn't make any promises. He's new to it too, but the things he preach and what he talks about, like that's you want to be a part of it. Like this year, like you saying, it's going all right, but he told me like it's gonna be a building process, and I trusted like his building process is gonna get us where we need to be. And his goals is like be and win the SEC East, and then win a bowl game, get to a bowl game, stuff like that. Like them goals can be accomplished. Like it ain't nothing too hard that you can really do it.
Jack Sobel?
And so you sent out a tweet around Thanksgiving about kind of missing your family for the holidays. What's been the hardest part as a player about not being able to see your family in person around the holidays, or what have you missed most?
What I miss the most is my mom's cooking. Everybody will miss their mom cooking or something they always had year in, year out. And it's like it's a new experience for the both of us. My mom, she ain't really used to me being gone. Like she ain't used to be being gone on no Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So when I woke up in the morning, I was like, dang, I'm not with my family. I ain't get to see my little sister and them. I don't get to sit at the table and tell them what I'm thankful for. But they also give you a humbling experience because you're not at home anymore. And like when they constantly in your mind, they good to you and stuff like that. So that was the biggest thing, the cooking and not being able to see my people.
Mitchell Forty, go ahead.
Ennis, I know you've played plenty this season and gotten to go up against a lot of really good receivers. Is it different at all with Jarvis being out, kind of being the quote unquote number one corner, or does your mindset not change at all?
Um, Jarvis, it's not Jarvis' first time, like having to sit out a game. So I already had to do it early in the year. Like he went out on Bama, like after a little run on the sideline. So I had to travel. So that was week one thrown in the fire versus some great athletes, not pretty good. And then it happened once again versus Tennessee. I had to guard the Palmer dude, and then after that it was LSU. So it's been constant, you're going to get some top dogs as a freshman. So it's gonna be some good that happen with it, and it's gonna be some things you learn from. So everything that happened right now is just learning experience. I mean, I watch tape after like what I give up or what I don't give up. I evaluate it, seeing that I beat myself by doing something, and that's pretty much it. It's just self-inflicted mistakes that can get changed next year. I don't doubt myself about it. Also, I'm playing in the SEC, one of the hardest conferences, and just to be over here and get experience and just become a better player, that's really good for me. So when Jarvis went down, I felt bad. That's my big brother. When I first got here, he made sure I was straight. He was like my mentor. So when he go down, it's like, dang, I'm next man up. And he came to me. He was like, you gonna give up good and bad. I'm not gonna be there on the field and calm you down when something go wrong. He was a humbling person. So he told me I could go through adversity, and I went through adversity. But you just get up with a corner mindset, short mindset, next play.
Next one's going to come from Colin O'Brien. Colin, go ahead.
Ennis, you kind of mentioned it, just the fact that with this conference, it's every week. What did you take away from the Georgia game, and what are you looking forward to this week at Mississippi State?
What I took from the Georgia game was they have George Pickens. He's talked about. What I realized, like, you got to be on your horses with him. Like, he's a good receiver, but he's obtainable. Like, if you do everything I do, you can make plays. He's gonna make plays. Just got to get up and go around it. So, that Georgia game, it humbles you too. After losing like that, if you never lost like that in high school, it humbles you. So it make you hungry. So I feel what helped me this week is taking over that L, and how George he got 1 out of 3 on me. He got a touchdown and then went 31. And that hurt me in a way because, like, dang, like that happened to me, and like he's a top dude, and that's the type of people you want to like try to hold to nothing, try to do something about it. So what put me in this week is just going out there, playing what I can do what I can do. Know that bad things go happen occur in the game. Like I played one of the hardest positions on the field, corner. So you just got to have a short mindset. And I realized in this game, they go throw the ball. So there's going to be a lot of good this game. Could be some bad. Just adversity.
Go ahead, Max Baker.
Yeah, Ennis, you're just a freshman, and I know you take some of the passes, after the touchdown, you posted on social media, like just like this is going to happen. And how do you sort of balance, being a true freshman in the top in the league while also, holding yourself accountable? And do you struggle with that at all? Just knowing that you're a freshman, but also knowing that you can get better as well.
Like I posted that earlier because, in high school, like my senior year, it didn't happen to me, I already knew, but when I came in, my stepdad, all the people that we watch football and sit down, like they told me it's gonna happen. Like it happens to the best of them. My favorite corner, Jarvis Landry, like he gives up a touchdown, but he just hold himself accountable. Like everything that happens to you on the field, hold it accountable. You learn from it, you grow on it. You don't like if you accept it, but you don't accept it where it make it go down. Your confidence stay high. Cause like you just gotta get him more times than he get you. That's what they'll tell you. Like you gotta get them more times than he got you. But it just a learning experience. Like you saying, being a freshman in the SEC, you see a lot of dudes like I went from playing people that's my size, a little taller, but now you playing people that's big every week, that's fast, and been in the program for a year or more. So it's just learning for me right now.
Dave Matter.
Hey, Ennis, Mississippi State throws the ball about 55 times a game, and they barely ever run it. As a corner, what do you like about these kind of games?
What I like about these kind of games is like last week, it wasn't they scored some, but this is a game where you can it's a redemption week. Like you redeem yourself from all the bad that's going on by catching the interception, and you have a chance. They're gonna throw the ball. They rarely run the ball. So it's just a chance for the team to get some interceptions, D-line to get some sacks. It's just an opportunity for everybody to eat off each other this game. So I'm really happy for that.
Ben Arnett.
Ennis, Coach Drinkwitz confirmed to us today that you all are going to go ahead and play in a bowl game. I think he said he talked to the players, all of you on Sunday about that. Some teams are opting out of that. So how fortunate do you all as players feel that even though this is the end of a pretty tough season that you're going to get that postseason chance?
With the bowl game, Missouri wasn't in the bowl game last year. Now they had a little ban. So some of it's seniors here right now that now they get to play in the bowl game. So I'm just happy for them, they getting that experience, and I'm getting the experience as a freshman, to see what a bowl game is like. You always talk about you want to go to a bowl. You get some time off. It's a lot of good perks about being in the bowl. And then, when you at home with your family over Christmas break, when I was a kid, we used to watch bowl games and stuff like that. So now my people get to watch me on the bowl game. That's really amazing. It's just what God did for this team and God did for everybody here. So he blessed us getting the bowl game, and we going to take advantage of it.
Jack Sobel.
Hey, Ennis. So when we talked to JC a couple weeks ago, he mentioned kind of his relationship with you and being friends from the moment you guys stepped on campus. What's your relationship like with JC, and how's it kind of evolved since you guys met each other?
When I first met JC, you gotta skim people out. You gotta see how they is before you get to really start opening up to them and see how they is. So when I first met JC, he a good dude. He always worked in the summertime. It was kind of hot out there on the field. I'm dying. I'm just hands on my knees. He get up, eat. You can lean on me. When you go through adversity with somebody like that, that's carrying it at the curfew, that's good. They're just good people. And when JC, when I found out he was starting, man, I was happy for him. I was just screaming up and down, jumping for him because me and JC and Tyler Jones, we stick together. The freshman crew. Everybody knows. If you see me, you see JC, you see Tyler. So, just for two of us be bro, we freshmen in the SEC, we starting, you my dog, man. I tell him every time I mess with him every day at practice, man, you big time. You finna get an interview today, you that big time, man. So I just mess with him. He a good dude. And I feel like we can be good together.
If I could just follow up on that, you mentioned Tyler Jones. He and JC went to high school together. What's it been like for you kind of joining, that friend group with two people who've known each other for a long time versus you who haven't known them for as long?
Since I've been here, since we together, we go through things. We go through homesickness together. Obviously, they from Florida. I'm from Texas. We ain't really used to the cold, the cold Missouri guy. So today in practice, it was real cold. We just walking around each other bro, my hands numb. I'm bro, yeah, my hands numb. So, just being around them, it's good. Tyler Jones, them two, they obviously clicked already. So when I got with them, I can click with both of them, so it's good for us. And I steal their language, like JIT. I stole that from them, and they be getting mad that I steal their language, but I don't care. They're my boys.
All right, Suichi and then Gabe, and we'll close it for Ennis with that. Go ahead, Suichi.
Hey, and it's just wondering, it's for you, obviously being a true freshman, this isn't, playing in a pandemic is hard, but you're kind of just experiencing college, I guess. What's kind of the past few months been like in terms of that, and has anything kind of surprised you?
Since this pandemic, we haven't really been able to like experience a win. Like we experienced a win, like with the team we celebrate. We like, but parties and stuff like that, we don't get to experience that. We don't get to experience Mizzou crowd. It's a lot of stuff you don't experience. You kind of scared to go places because you want to play football. You ain't trying to get contact chase. You ain't trying to get COVID. So we've been in our rooms, just being on our video games. That's pretty much it. We can't interact with too many people because, it's a chance that they can get it. You be contact trace, and your goal is to play football and try to contribute to some wins in the program. So that's a lot of stuff that's been sacrificed throughout the season. I'm just proud of everybody on this team for stepping up and just still obtaining a goal and trying to get to a bowl game. Everything ain't work out. We had opt-outs and we had injuries, but we still hanging on right now. We got a couple injuries, couple opt-outs, but the team in general just hanging on to each other, and that's brotherhood. So we building that through the pandemic.
All right, last one for Gabe.
Yeah, Ennis, with the signing day being tomorrow, I assume we're going to see the video of Coach Drinkwitz reacting to you like 400 times tomorrow. So what I want to know is, like, on the other end of that call, when Coach Drink's like running around and screaming and stuff, what were you doing?
I was just I just signed, I'm taking pictures of everybody. And I'm on my way to see some more people, like around Dallas area, you cool with a lot of people. So I'm on my way to see some more people like sign. So I get there and everybody like, bro, you going viral. I'm just looking at them. I'm like, bro, what are y'all talking about? I committed to Missouri. I know that shocked the world, but like, bro, what you mean? He was like, bro, he showed me the video. I said, nah, bro, run it. I said, bro, replay the video, bro. And then I seen Coach Drink screaming and stuff. And he caught, like when I'm watching the video, my phone ring, it's Coach Drink now. And they all in the room and they just all screaming. I'm like, bro, I'm watching the video right now, Coach. I'm like, that boy live. Everybody retweeting it. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm just ready to get to work. And then I told him, yeah, Coach, I'm ready to get to work. Finna go run track right after this and just get ready for to come up there to Missouri.
All right, thanks, E. We'll let you go with that. Thanks, dude.
All right, you guys have a nice day.